All right, we finally got the Ori through the bans, guys. We finally got the Ori through the bans. Took out Lucian here. All right, we're gonna first pick Zeri. Yep, that's the key. Yep, yeah, we did it, guys. We banned 3 ADCs. Okay, so play Smolder, right? FlyQuest, Smolder. Masu, love him some Smolder. Okay, Nautilus has a Zeri counter because he has a targeted ult, so she can't skate away from it. I barely watch the stream of the Prime is worth it for all the LFN content on YouTube. Hey, my content's on YouTube too, Vela, but I appreciate it. Turned on Twitch for the first time in years, and it's the man himself. Godbait, where have you been? Hopefully you've been having a very successful life away from Twitch.
And I worry a little bit for, where they're at prep-wise, because I did feel like they got kind of draft gap 2 games in a row.
Erudite. Erudite Elite, my subscriber group.
Right now, Smolder was actually available. They elected not to go for it, so they're going. I assume Maokai jungle potentially, or do you think it's gonna be Maokai?
NA has inspired EU as Razork. LPL has Milky Way. Who is LCK's one-man team player? Well, it was Cuz there for a while. Going to law school and being old. I am also being old. I decided not to go to law school. God help you. No, I'm not casting. I'm running my podcast network. All right, we're just going to take the Kalista. So this has been an answer, or the Kaisa, this has been an answer to Smolder if you go for the burst build. So trying to get into the back line and just snipe out the Zeri. Okay, now we're going to see the jungle bans. Interesting. So no Twisted Fate ban for FlyQuest this game. Jojo wants to play Yone into Ori, okay. Lee Singa, and we're back to the Gragas, guys. We took away the Jace. Even though Gragas is a good matchup into Jace. So, not sure about that one. They're going to take the Olaf. Okay, so let's talk about this guy. There have been a lot of good R5 Olaf picks. I am generally a fan of R5 Olaf, but... Guys, but it would be better if this was a Karma. Right? If this was a Karma, you'd be feeling a lot better. And Karma wasn't banned. If this was a Karma in mid, you'd be feeling a lot better about Olaf. Gives him some speed in the backline. Also, R5 Olaf is typically played into comps that have very low mobility bot lanes. So like Varus Ashe, for example. This is where the Olaf has had crazy value. We've seen, who have we seen do it? Like DK do it. We've seen 100 Thieves do it very effectively. So I am a fan, but oftentimes pairing it with Karma is better. And, the problem with going after the Kaisa is like she goes invisible and like an ult into your backline and shit. So who is the Olaf supposed to kill? Right? Ori? Kind of weird. So I would have preferred Karma with Olaf at the very least, but also it's just like R5 Olaf feels really weird here. Maybe it's a good matchup into the Gragas, probably is. But you need to get value out of your ultimate in the mid and late game. What is Monty's diagnosis for C9? They literally cannot execute the win conditions. I think their drafts were okay, but they just can't. They couldn't flank in game 1. And they were like dumping ults into a fucking fat-ass Sterix Spirit Visage Renekton. And in game number 2, they like somehow couldn't engage with Rumble and Sejuani and play front to back. It was very weird. It's like they don't even have basic professional team League of Legends skills.
You bait out the Olaf ultimate. As long as he doesn't get another attack off, you can time it out, look for re-engages, look for jungle plays. But honestly, I think this one...
Can Milky Way fix the C9 roster? Absolutely not, because Milky Way requires players who know win conditions and who know their jobs, and nobody knows what their job is on Cloud9. No one knows what their job is in a team comp on Cloud9. That's the problem.
This game, because we hear about how, like, the AP build is
was really strong late, but you've already got
I'll watch G2 versus Rogue tomorrow, guys.
It's a pretty magic damage heavy comp if you go AP Kai'Sa as well. Are we just expecting AD Kai'Sa here?
You get Rogue.
I've not played an AD carry champion in years. The closest I get is when I roll one in ARAM and give it to a Zale. But while we're waiting on the minions to spawn in this game, we got Raz standing by with FlyQuest coach Nuke Duck.
That's right, I got Nuke Duck with me. First question, you guys are two.
Really, Raz, you couldn't introduce him as here's Nuke Duck and he's ready to nuke fuck. It's the only way to introduce him, really.
So far the series and your guys' performance.
The guys playing surprisingly well.
They are playing well.
Some laning problems, but yeah, they're playing very well.
He means the bot lane.
Yeah,
Bwipo had a really good Gragas game last game.
And cocky, this is a definite problem we have because, or we never win clean wins, you know. We always have to do a little too much, throw a bit, and then come back. So I hope the guys will take it like fully serious. That's the main problem I guess we're facing.
And I guess that's literally my second question is just like how you guys can clinch this series out. You kind of already answered it, but just based off the comp alone, anything that you're afraid of with the Cloud9's comp here?
Yeah, I mean,
Kebab or pizza? What do you like more, Monty? Depends on my mood. The real answer to that question is fucking Swedish kebab pizza, because that shit is mega. The Swedes figured out the hack of putting kebab on pizza. So good.
Send it straight back to you guys, the casters.
The first question and answer is the best part.
That was actually hilarious.
Surprisingly well, the team is playing. Honestly, here though, yeah, it feels like they do have full confidence there. He mentioned keeping Bwipo in check and being confident that they can do that.
I'm also curious how much focus will stay on JoJo this game.
I hadn't had the kebab pizza until I was living in Glendale, which is like part of LA. And there's a restaurant in Glendale called Viking Pizza that's run by Swedes. And they do charcoal-fired kebabs, and then they put the kebabs on the pizza with white sauce, and it's fucking amazing. It is so good. The best Swedish dish is a Turkish/Italian fusion dish. Yeah, well, I mean, duh. I mean, historically, the Swedes haven't had a lot of fresh ingredients to work with.
And I actually wanted to look to chat, but we're gonna get a gank here real quick.
What's white sauce?
Takes the Q in.
It's basically it's a kebab sauce that's like mayonnaise and Greek yogurt with vinegar and sugar and like garlic powder and dill.
But he was just walking straight at him.
But I will say, Jensen has been actually immaculate in this series. He has not died yet, so I wanted to pose a question to chat. Do you think Jensen will even die one time in this series? If we put up a poll for Jensen, because he has been so good, and now he's
Jensen doing phase rush on Ori this game. Tzatziki in Greece. Tzatziki is technically slightly different, but yeah.
They're going to throw his way as Bwipo also face checks.
Yeah, Bwipo does not really want to be here any longer.
Woo.
Hits him for enough to get him down below 100, but Bwipo should be able to get away now.
Yeah.
Guy talks about food and makes us wait to do his cooking stream. You guys didn't watch my last cooking streams. That's why I stopped doing it. I told you I'm going to do it again, okay? I will do cooking streams. I need to go back to the States in May. I will get my cameras and my switcher, and I will do cooking streams in Korea sometimes when League isn't going on. But you guys have to actually fucking watch them, otherwise I'm going to stop again. They're a lot of work.
And he is going to be able to successfully do that. Fudge, I have seen some people commit fully to just like rush and stuff. It looks like he is going at least towards that Hex Drinker. Definitely does want to be bullying in this matchup and wants to play heavily towards that.
Yeah. Even Lee Sin has a little bit of magic damage too in the kit, so always feels.
But you guys better be fucking coming with your subs and your views.
It's definitely going to be
Because otherwise,
risky here for Cloud9.
fuck you guys.
How do you
I won't do them.
Remember he had such an amazing, never mind, bottom side gets a nice little chunk, but Blabber had such an amazing Maokai record for so long that they made so much. Never mind. We've got possible pressure. It is alleviated quite quickly though. But you know, a lot of people also talk about how when Blabber's not on one of these carries, then you know Cloud9 do have trouble. And this series, now him being on Maokai, they've got
Monty Cookie Stream is probably goated. It was goated, dude. I had 4 cameras,
He was really successful with
and my wife was doing the switching and reading Twitch chat. I had the best, highest production value,
getting pretty aggressive here. It might look pretty all-in.
like food streaming on Twitch, hands down. It was fucking amazing.
Big, so he's being a little bit respectful to it, and obviously doesn't have 6 just yet.
Right. He's like a little bit more than halfway away from it. JoJo does get his level 6 though. Jensen, no problem here, has his teleport to get right back.
I think if he hits that Q3, he could maybe kill him because
All right, so here we go.
So it could have been Q3 into
Off to the races. Yeah, they just need to take the one Void Grub. That's fine. Just back off. You know, it's really interesting because Fudge has been getting a lot of counter picks in the top side. Inspired. All right. Had to use a pink ward to get out. It's all right. Yeah, he was. It was so close to smite range, and he had his second charge of smite up, but it resets, guys. See, he's at 636, so he's like, ooh. But he actually could have smited it right there at 558, but he doesn't. He could have smited it. He fucked it up. Whatever.
Well, he wanted to be able to smite it. It was so close to 600 there, so he wanted to take the.
He could have smited it, but it was healing, so I think he got nervous.
And then the Grub just leashes back. The Cloud9 Grub.
C9 Grub.
C9 Grub trying to pull in that jungler, get some revenge there.
Well, this is the first time so far.
Where did Grubhub go, by the way? Did they just stop sponsoring LCS? Is there an LCS series tomorrow? No. There's only 2 best of 5s left, and they're both next weekend.
Well, deviated from the plan of you can tell the Grubs were pissed because then they tried to kill Inspire.
Well, I think what was the number? Could be 72% of people think that it's a good thing because
I watched the HelloFresh sponsor cooking streams. Very good.
It's not the Grubs. That's a whole different story.
Fire Element 6. Thank you.
Probably think those are good.
I have not been paying attention in class. That's my bad. We got the Drake started up, though. We got the attempt on that one from FlyQuest, which again, we'll see if they can control these early Drakes. Game number 1, it was absolutely huge for them being able to have the mid-game control they needed. Vulcan just kind of going to look on.
Dude, FlyQuest gets 3 first Drakes in a row in these games. Dude, the first pick Zeri is fucking wild. Like, this could have easily been a Smolder pick in the bot lane, too. No lol tomorrow. Riot is convinced we're all going to watch Valorant instead. Yeah, they actually... Riot literally moved all League of Legends off of Sunday, LEC and LCS, because the Valorant Madrid Masters final is tomorrow. Is on Sunday. It's technically already Sunday for me, because I'm in Korea. But they moved it all off, despite saying multiple times that there is very little audience crossover between Valorant and League of Legends. No one... No matter which continent you're on in the West is allowed to stream League of Legends tomorrow. Sen versus Genji gonna be lit, though? It won't be. Because it's fucking Valorant, and there is nothing lit about Valorant. Just garbage Counter-Strike. Just weeb Counter-Strike. People throwing birds at each other. Just garbage. Imagine intentionally watching that instead of the CS Major. Also, they put Madrid Masters during the CS Major. Absolutely genius.
Tries to hard push, Q through the minions, but Whipple on his way back has an easy route. He'll lose just one melee.
You know, I guess if you like people throwing birds at each other and like flying into outer space and teleporting around and shit, then that game's for you.
Inspired again. He goes all the way back. He follows JoJo to the origin point of the Soul Unbound, but still no kills.
It's all right. Valorant babies will graduate into Counter-Strike eventually.
Cannon wave, and those are the types of plays that you're talking about when you're highlighting how smart Whipple has been. The minions, but
Blabber loses his flash, but he's going to be a surprise.
It's interesting. Interesting play here by Bwipo. He's just fading down, trying to potentially... They're really prioritizing early Drakes in this series. Forces flashes, too.
Blabber loses his flash, but he keeps his life, and that's what's important. Now Fudge, with his lane opponent gone, can shove up the top lane too.
Yeah, as soon as he sees him, tries to hard push, Q through the minions, but Whipple on his way back has an easy route. He'll lose just one melee. It's a cannon wave, and those are the types of plays that you're talking about when you're highlighting how smart Whipple has been. Top laner taking some of his time.
Whoa! It's like teleports over.
JoJo to the origin point of the Soul Unbound, but still no kills coming in just yet. Bottom lane, Zeri pops the ulti, and Busio's got to be scared now. He tries to walk away.
Vulcan doesn't have ult, though.
Vulcan gets out, and it's first blood over to Berserker. The Zeri is ready to go. Moss Masu still at about half HP, trying to wait out the ulti here, see if maybe there's some kind of an angle.
Ooh.
Zap hits him, but not after it goes into the train. Berserker down to 200. Masu. Zeri is ready to go. Masu still at about half HP.
Well, he's playing right on the edge of the Q range.
Zap hits him, but not after it goes into the train.
Ooh, uses ult just to the side there. Close.
Masu's not going to do this anymore. He's heading home.
Masu needed to activate Ghost that fight. Yeah, he probably actually wins this if he uses sums, but at the same time, Maokai's on the bottom side of the map. You know what I mean? Like, this is a result of the play that just happened in mid lane,
As soon as he sees how smart Whipple has been,
right? So this all in is because Inspired shows in the mid lane, and they realize they have an opportunity to make a play without Inspired being there and Maokai being closer. So that's why they're going in right now. I mean, Masu could have traded for Vulcan, but it's probably not worth it.
Trying to wait out the ulti here, see if maybe there's some kind of an angle. Zap hits him, but not after it goes into the train.
I think he also doesn't get the proc, the passive proc on his plasma. It's hard to tell because it's ready to be triggered right here, but I don't think he actually gets it.
Berserker down to 200, Masu down to 200. Masu's not going to do this anymore. He's heading home.
That is so big for Cloud9. 2v2. They get the kill in the bot lane. First blood for Berserker on the Zeri. That is a big confidence booster when Cloud9 really needed.
Wait, so next weekend is the last weekend of spring and then no LCS until June? Yeah, that's correct.
Berserker, Zeri,
Yep.
carry. See if Vulcan shenanigans here.
It's okay.
Right out of the brush.
I, for one, won't miss it.
Thought it was the recall. He gets the setup onto Busio.
Yeah, it looks like the plasma stacks expire.
Chase it all the way through. Vulcan does a good job staying in front of Busio too, so that he can't get the hook escape onto the wall. And then
Yep.
after the hook, he flashes away, make sure there's no counter kill.
I gotta say, it always feels really bad when your bot lane dies, and then you look, it was to a cull 80 carry, right? You know, Zeri actually had bought a cull before that. They get the outplay anyway. They get the 2v2 kill.
I mean, it's just about where the, knowledge of where the jungler is.
We got the numbers back over 70% of chat.
And, they knew Blabber was there to cover, so Masu couldn't go all in. If they knew Blabber wasn't there, I think Masu just cleans it up and gets 2 kills.
Honestly, with Berserker getting money on Zeri, I've seen this before. I'm definitely feeling a little bit more worried for FlyQuest this game.
Blabber here on this Maokai. Still waiting to see either one of the junglers get involved in any kills. Inspired has definitely made some attempts. Dredge line onto Vulcan. Lots of damage there onto the Alistar, chunking him down, but the Zeri ulti's already ready to go. Berserker wants some more PvP.
I mean, Vulcan's 6 now and Busio isn't, so
Vulcan hits level 6.
what are we doing?
There onto the Alistar on this, chunking him down, but the
That's very unfortunate timing. He actually hit 6 right there off of that minion.
line onto Vulcan. Lots of damage there onto the Alistar.
So this minion actually causes Vulcan to hit 6. So that is unlucky because now they definitely can't take this fight. As soon as Busio gets 6, though, if Berserker tries that again, he can just ult Berserker, and then Masu can ult him and actually just blow him up.
There, but they're gonna look for JoJo.
Inspired knows there's no soul unbound. Fate punch is greatly diminished. Masu and Busio have to retreat all the way back underneath their turret.
Yeah, this is quite well played there, but they're gonna look for JoJo.
Inspired
Yeah, JoJo has to ult out.
Fate sealed, though. Nicely done from JoJo to keep
He's scared of the Lee Sin kick, plus Shockwave could lock him up under the tower and kill him.
All he wants there, get the extra cooldown out of JoJo. Now you've got no ultimate. The Yone here, feeling the pressure.
Jensen doing a good job there too.
Joe's been getting camped. Yep, he sure has been.
And that's going to make sure that these grubs are going to be pretty much guaranteed. JoJo now does get a nice vow, but this mid lane cannot get over to grubs. Should be Inspired picking up the rest.
Yeah, he's got control over that. Blabber shows up mid, but Jensen is just ready to stare these guys down 1v2, keep the jungler away, keep the mid laner too low a health to be able to really participate in the situation. Jensen committing the shockwave there just to make sure that he's keeping these guys out. Inspired still working on the last one of those grubs. Remember that C9 did get 2 from that first set of them, so neither side going to be spawning the Void Grubbies this game as the invade from C9. Oh no!
Oh, he gets interrupted during Hex Flash.
To get back over that wall, but it's gonna be a lot harder than he wanted it to be.
I mean, I don't actually think you want this invade, though. Masu's going to come here. Okay. JoJo PN doesn't have ult, though. All right.
So neither side going to be up mid, but Jensen is just ready to stare these guys down 1v2.
Actually, very surprised C9 gets away with this.
Too low a health to be able to really participate in the situation. Jensen committing the shockwave there just to make sure that he's keeping these guys.
It's actually crazy that Jojo Pion makes it all the way back from base.
Remember that C9 did get 2 from that first set of them, so neither side going to be spawning the Void Grubbies this game. As
Iron Busio's hilarious. Like,
C9.
he's
Oh no.
just trying to hex flash, I guess. Just humping the wall.
But it's going to be a lot harder than he wanted it to be. He stays alive for now. Blabber throws out the ulti. Busio's still burning.
There's no shockwave either.
Fight from the side as Jensen now tries to escape, but he's got to be careful. He flashes back over the wall to the blast cone. Inspired tries to flash to the safety of the tier 1 turret, but Berserker is
Yeah, I don't know what Busio is doing.
Big moves there from the Cloud9 bot lane, being able to roam up. Berserker gets there, grabs another kill as Cloud9 win another fight in the FlyQuest jungle.
And it's all because they knew the grubs are being given over to FlyQuest, to Inspired, and when enemy jungler is up on grubs, you got to take something from him on the bottom side of the map. So Blabber went
Inspired MVP of this series. Yeah.
Even though Busio is like, all right, they got to be in here, right? They're counter jungling. We just saw them. They still get the jump.
So this is a little bit of a pop quiz here. So you're trying to guess in chat. This is Masu's playoff debut, and we have another player here. You're trying to guess what playoff debut
Is that bald head? Is that you? You got yourself in there?
Meech?
My playoff
Is it
debut
Meech?
pretty good.
That's looking pretty round.
Yeah, Kobe's just staring at my head.
I think it's Meech. Or it's Danny.
The screen. I was like, that's definitely.
So the shadows can be misleading because one time we did a guessing game and I was like, that was Dokla. I know it's the shadow Dokla, so I guessed Dokla. And they're like, yeah, that was Dokla's shadow, but the answer wasn't Dokla.
I just like how you tried to direct Kobe's attention to the statistical comparison of the players, and he's like, I don't know, he's got a big round head.
I've seen that head a lot.
Okay, let's see it.
I was trained by Pokemon though to trust the shadows. I feel like I've been betrayed.
I know.
All right, well,
Dragons have leveled up. FlyQuest coming to challenge C9 here for the Drake. Inspired's in the pit. Zeri Zap comes through over the top. Blabber's trying to keep these guys away using the ulti as Vulcan's here from the front line with the Alistar ult leading the charge. C9 just looking to run over him. Whippo's already down as Jojo goes in for the fade seal. Resets his spot so he doesn't get burst himself. Now Boost using the ulti as Vulcan. Well, Dragons have leveled up. FlyQuest coming to challenge C9.
I mean, this is so sus by FlyQuest, honestly. Like, they're trying to play into the Maokai ultimate. So Inspired does get the kick. And he does get the Drake. But it's a much better team fight. I mean, they have a minute to get plates off of this, too.
For Berserker now, we have seen this story before. Wrap it up. It is a rich Cloud9 AD carry.
Inspired played it well in the 50-50. Kicks out Blabber. Blabber tries to Q flash.
So does EG face no legal stuff at all because they sold their spot? Well, they were never in legal trouble, guys. Let's be clear. Because, you know, Danny took a payoff instead of, like, actually taking them to court. And Riot couldn't do anything besides take their spot. And instead of getting bad PR, yeah, it was a really good Maokai ult. It's actually well coordinated by Cloud9. It's a good ult by Jojo as well.
Pops the ultimate. Easy chase downs with Zeri always too. Now he's so fed. He didn't have a completed item in that fight. Now he finished his static shiv. He's got the extra zeal on top of it. I mean, this is exactly how Cloud9 need the early stages to go to win this game. When you're focused on getting these extra kills, yes, you have given up 2 dragons, but you put yourself into such a good position to fight dragon number 3.
Berserker had such an easy fight there. Yeah. I mean, look, FlyQuest shouldn't have been going after that Drake. I mean, they got the Drake, I guess, worth, but it's Chemtech Soul, so value is low. Cloud9 really has a chance to win this, though. I mean, they actually do have strong pressure in the side lanes with the Olaf and the Yone. And they also have really good engage with Maokai Alistair to set up for big Zeri fights.
To me, it looked like a bit of relief on his face after they won that fight, after they finally found a composition that's working for them, after this game number 3 is going the way that it is, because I feel like
Oh, it's Danny, as you guys said.
the stress, especially after how bad game number 2 was.
So 53% of chat actually guessed this, and then
Wait, 53 of them got it right?
53%, not even just 53 people. That's actually crazy. Wow. I feel like that's a really hard one to get, but obviously, throwback to Danny had this incredible debut. Also played alongside Inspired on that EG roster. It is again Inspired, paired up with this really experienced top side like he was with Impact and whatnot on that team. But that time,
By the way, when is Danny streaming again?
and Danny, and they were able to make that
Well, he streamed like 10 times and then stopped forever. But he was a crucial part of EG's content creator collective, their creator collective, key member. They also fired their entire creative collective, I assume, including Danny. Their creator collective was really killing it, though. They were sometimes getting 100 views on videos, guys. They were getting fat triple digits on YouTube views.
The teleport onto the tier 1 turret from JoJo, but again, this champion is so hard to catch and burst down. Shockwave immediately. JoJo trying to get away from it. The Nautilus ulti. He still gets
Also, Danny was never in actually any of their creator collective videos,
This is Yone.
and he didn't stream with a cam. So,
He finally drops. I was
all right, Inspire's gonna get killed by Vulcan eventually.
I gotta say credit to him though. He times the snapback.
Yone. He's wave immediately. JoJo trying to get away from it. The Nautilus
Ooh.
ulti. Still gets away from it.
JoJo's good,
This
man.
is Yone. This is Yone. He's still alive. Okay, he finally drops. I was really wondering if he was gonna fully get out there.
I gotta say credit to him though. He times the snapback.
Andrew says their last video was 6 months ago. It has 40 views. We'll take a look at it after this series.
Just immediately die. That was well played. Gets them that 1 kill back. Is able to use all the tools at his disposal to get it.
Yeah, exactly. It's all because of that they do the overchase there, and then they end up sending Inspired all the way into the grave. And because you overcommitted on
FlyQuest going to MSI. Yep, they qualified for MSI, boys.
who benefits the most out of it? Solo tower gold into Berserker. His most famous quote is, I like money.
I was literally just gonna say that was a great quote. Fudge will TP down, get him a double kill, take 1 minion, helping him push out the wave, and he's like, Fudge.
We'll be doing Hanwha versus D plus Key after this from yesterday, guys.
He just really likes that money, dude. He
So
wants
funny,
to
man.
farm up.
Needs all the gold.
That's what makes a great AD carry.
Greed.
Give me all the money, and
It's crazy Cloud9 lose this game.
Enemies.
Well, Whippo making this matchup not look so fun for Fudge as he's been getting.
They have a very solid gold lead and a giga-fed Zeri.
Ravenous Hydra first, so has a lot sustained. Wasn't going to be the Hexdrinker rush that we have seen before.
I love too how we were talking so much in the beginning about oh yeah, Cloud9 have 3 possible carries here. Guess what? That Knight's Vow is going one place and one place only.
Oh yeah.
There's only one vow in this game worth taking, and that is the one to Berserker as he pulls Dragon.
Yeah, Blabber has Knight's Vow, first item on Berserker, so how does he ever die?
Of extra push. One consolation tower on the top side of the map does go over to FlyQuest as Whippo finishes it up and pushes the wave out.
Soul stack is stopped.
Oh, they want JoJo's head again.
8 kills to 2. It's the tilt JoJo play. That's what they're
All right, Whippo just TP flashing in to assassinate JoJo.
teleports in.
All right.
He's ready to Ragnarok.
Olaf is
He
ulting.
finds a kill on Inspired and now has to get back out of the fight. Masu's looking to kite around the edges here.
Inspired is dead. Masu's just free firing though, and he can get into the back line. Oh, the hook!
Cal on a hook from Busio for the shutdown on Berserker.
Actually, insane hook.
The edges here, but Vulcan's zoning him away. A beautiful ulti comes out from Whip.
That's such an insane hook. Dude, Nautilus hook is so fucking troll. Berserker tried to dodge that too.
He curved here, but Vulcan's zoning him away. A beautiful ulti comes out from Whippo. And holy cow on a hook. Vulcan's zoning him
Can we talk about how Busio flashed for that hook? It's just a great play by Busio. It was a blind hook too. He was in the brush.
looking to kite around the edges here, but Vulcan's zoning him away. A beautiful ulti comes
Like, he can't even see him.
out from Whippo. And holy cow on a hook from Busio for the shutdown on Berserker.
Berserker should have flashed that though. Just gonna put that out there.
A beautiful ulti comes out.
Berserker should have flashed this, guys.
From Whippo, and holy cow, what a hook from Busio for the shutdown on Berserker. He curved the bullet like Angelina Jolie. That is your first team All-Pro.
Yeah, Berserker had flash. I guess he thought it wouldn't hit him or Vulcan was body blocking it, which looked reasonable. But Busio flashes here, and Berserker has flash up. Vulcan could not have flashed into this, but Vulcan also probably could have done a little bit more maybe to body block it. Yeah, not good synergy. Vulcan was ulting there too, so he absolutely needs to eat that. He does sidestep just a little bit. He probably could have stepped the other way to actually take the hook during his ult. His ult is almost out, though. But you got to eat that one for your friend. I think it's unclear whether Vulcan would have been able to actually intercept that, but he does try to dodge it. I'm not sure he could have gotten in range, but Berserker also could have flashed it as soon as he sees Vulcan's positioning.
I wonder if he was trying to, be a little bit slow and try to bait them out, try to make them fully commit. If he
yeah, Jojo doesn't use. He uses the ulti right at the very end. He gets it canceled right there. But this is what I mean about the Olaf guys. It's like the Olaf is just here to like be CC immune in the front line. There's no actual good targets for him to die. Vulcan does a really good job of just zoning Masu out of this fight. That hook is huge though.
First team All-Pro support, Busio on the rift. They get the shutdown off of Berserker's head. FlyQuest just clawed their way back into this one.
they're going to get the tower as well.
Zeri missed R at the beginning. True.
He's ready to Ragnarok and roll.
I didn't notice that. Zeri just misses R. Rip. They're still ahead though. That's the crazy part. And like not Hextech. I mean Chemtech Soul is kind of shit. So it's also 2 Drakes away for FlyQuest.
Masu's doing well, and this is what I'm talking about. He has the ulti. He could use it any time, but the body slam flash comes in.
I love Whippo decisiveness though. Going for the TP flash play.
Masu's doing well, and this is what I'm talking about.
I appreciate Whippo. It's a great pick.
He can't react to it, just gets deleted, and even though Fudge goes in, gets that first kill, he's put so low that
Who's inspired kick?
deleted, and even though Fudge goes in,
I think he kicks the CC immune Olaf, but whatever, it's fine.
so low that he can't really participate in the fight.
He for sure was trying to bait because he immediately thumbs up. He emoted.
Great
He
cask.
had Berserker coming down the river, so he thought he was going to bait him into it. But yeah, an Alistar. With
I actually don't know if Vulcan could have stopped that hook, even if he leaned into it.
A teleport brings Jensen back to reinforce the rest of FlyQuest.
I think that's questionable, so I think at that point, Berserker just has to flash it. He had flash up.
One of those things where it's just a reaction. You see the hook coming at you, you sidestep, but if he blocks that, maybe it's a different story because Berserker was so rich. There was an opportunity potentially for them to turn around, or at least
Yeah, I don't really think that one's on Vulcan, guys.
But they get out and they defend the tower.
Also, as a support, if you're auto-filled into support, like it's fine, you can have those instincts. But as a support, you should have the instinct of I need to block stuff for my AD carry.
Especially when you're on the cow, man.
You gotta drill that into your support's reactions, so it just becomes natural.
Okay, C9 there.
To JoJo on EG a couple years ago, where it felt like teams always just targeted him in the side lanes, and he had this habit of getting picked off in side lanes. I feel like last year and this year he had really kind of cleaned up on that and had been very difficult to pick off, but FlyQuest are clearly just sending it for him time and time again. Inspired has just been hunting his ex-teammate across the map.
Yeah, Inspired seems to have him pretty well downloaded. He remembers their days as teammates and exactly what he needs to do to get the job done here in what is now, once again, a very close game.
Inspired, never mind, we got a hook onto Vulcan here. All right,
fight's
blast on the
over.
way. It's kind of like, yeah, he deleted Facebook. He went to the gym. He's been working out. He's like, I don't care about my ex at all. I for sure don't care about him. You know, not gonna focus on killing JoJo at all.
Cosmic Drive Gragas. Dude, he's just here. He's almost got his extra level from the Rod of Ages. He's here to throw out a lot of abilities and be a tank.
This is not where JoJo wants to be. Nice. He gets away using that primed up Q3 to dash away from the Sonic Wave. Inspired had the flash there, so you know if he connects the Sonic Wave, he can easily follow up for the resonating strike in DN set.
Strong. They obviously can very easily win this game.
All right, who's going to throw the Drake? Who's going to throw the game at the next Drake for just a Chemtech Drake that doesn't mean anything? Any throwers? Any throwers in the game?
A lot of big plays. So Fudge hasn't been able to really make much happen in that 1v1, and it's going to be up to him to make it happen in that 5v5, where it can be tough. You know, you try to go in with that Ragnarok, and you just get focused down and pushed out very quickly.
Speaking of getting focused down when you go in, big purchase here for Whippo. Has the Seeker's arm guard.
Who wants to lose the game over a single meaningless Chemtech Drake? Who wants to lose more?
Infinity Edge, third fully completed item for Berserker Zeri. This dude is going to hit like a truck.
He's not even doing the assassin build on Kaisa. Man, why not just play Smolder then? I thought Masu would be going the Smolder slash backlane hyper, you know, the LS build. You know, with Ludens and shit.
Hook comes out. Blabber's going to be the target here at the very start, but Whippo using the stopwatch has to keep himself alive a little bit longer. JoJo wants to turn around.
So Olaf is such a mega turd.
Blabber's going to be the target here at the very start.
This is not the game for Olaf, guys. Geist is just too mobile. Oh my god, dude. Whippo's cask there is so crazy. Whippo just lives through everything. Terrible Maokai ult, by the way. Terrible. Look, he ults right here, but he just roots the Nautilus only. Everybody else is already split. How does this even happen, guys? Like, Maokai getting hooked in to start a fight? Why isn't it Cloud9 the ones who are starting the fight? Dude, the combo here, because Jensen's able to get his ball into the middle of the clump, because Cloud9 is all clumped up. And they know that there's no Maokai ult now, so it's just free. Masu's able to zone the Olaf off. There's a huge knock up here from Not ult. Yeah, Nautilus ult into Shockwave, into Cask. All of it gets used right there. Right? Mega bad flash by Berserker too. Why is Berserker even in there? Oh. He decides to go in? Or he gets kicked. It's a huge play. Huge play by Inspired, by the way. Look at Inspired. Actually, this is such a mega play by Inspired. So the Maokai ult is gone. So he just ward hops in and he flash kicks Berserker. So the root is from the root is from Lee Sin kick because it roots. He then thumbs up while he's flying in. Busio then is able to auto him after he flashes, gets the second root. Jensen comes in. There's the shock. Oh no, that's the ult. So Busio ults him. That's Nautilus ult. Then the ball goes in. And there's the shockwave straight into explosive cast. That is such a nasty combo. Well executed by FlyQuest. I was really good by FlyQuest. Credit to them. A lot of the fights have been garbage this series, but Inspired fucking heroic. The difference between Whippo Gragas and Fudge Gragas is significant. Couldn't agree more. Jamie Kuhn. Have I ever taken a feet pick? No. You don't get that shit for free. I also have a tattoo on one of my feet, so.
positioning. They try to mark him a little bit, but Berserker is basically being zoned out of the fight just by his implied pressure. Then Wardhog, kick, flash, knocks him into the team. He flashes.
Dude, the wombo is so huge.
Then put it into the bounce house by Whippo, so he can't actually E over the wall. There was no way out for him in that fight. Perfectly executed, great positioning from Inspired, great fight from.
If I sub, do you give me pick? No. Dude, Whippo is still an animatronic bear. I can't get over it.
We're in a really safe position away from the Maokai ult. The Maokai ult went across.
No human moves like that, guys.
Live a little bit. Take with that. To turn around. Inspire goes to the inside. Double
Hitting is in. Had this in away. Get out. Anyway,
it's gonna be a Baron for sure. Down. If bottom
initially on one of the fight, can't actually E over.
Dude, you can't tell me a human being moves like that.
Looking at the bottom side.
I love Whippo, guys, but he does look like the Showtime pizza bear. I'm just gonna put this out there. He looks like a Chuck E. Cheese band bear. I mean, you tell me. He moves like this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. You tell me how different it is.
Also, if you're looking at the bottom side of the
Great fight from FlyQuest.
Also, if you're looking at the bottom side of
That's all I see when I see Whippo.
there's some carries. We're in a really safe position away from the Maokai ult. The Maokai ult went across the screen trying to actually get one of the frontline members. Both Jensen and Masu, easy time slipping into the river, avoiding it, and just blasting them.
Feels like C9 might have made the same mistake I did in that fight, where I'm looking at Inspired, seeing like, oh yeah, he's gonna go for JoJo. When's he gonna kick JoJo? He wants to try to kick the anime character. Nope, he goes for the Pikachu instead, blowing up the Zeri, guaranteeing the win in the fight. FlyQuest now up 4,000 gold. Blabber forced to take the long way.
He's having a great series, though.
Whippo is utterly unafraid of these guys. Body slam forward, plus the Q.
Jesus Christ. Blabber just getting assaulted by a fat man 4 levels higher than him in a corridor.
But honestly, it's not enough to be a real threat.
And Jensen, I mean, it seemed kind of crazy at the time to pose the question and be like, oh man, versus Cloud9.
Why is C9 not starting their fight with Maokai? Who knows, dude? Why weren't they starting their fights earlier? Why were they starting with Yone R instead of Sedge R or Rumble R?
Their team fighting has been set up so incredibly well.
God only knows.
We keep on highlighting that they are now, with Baron buff, have an easy time with this 4-1 split push siege, and it is already starting to close in around Cloud9 from all sides.
I mean, life comes at you fast. It was looking like a guaranteed Cloud9 win into, okay, well, now it's a close game, into a, now you need heroics to even stand a chance.
Vulcan flashes in, JoJo follows up. They need a little bit more burst, but they ain't gonna find it.
Masu is under no threat, by the way. Masu flashes, doesn't even have to use Ghost. Look at this. So they try and follow up, but it's not fast enough because the Yone ult doesn't come in until after Masu is done being CC'd by the Alistar. So they fuck up their CC combo. They don't chain it. So he's able to flash out. He doesn't have cleanse, by the way. And he just autos a million times onto JoJo and then leaves. Okay.
Berserker still trying to find some damage, but FlyQuest is all the way out. Blabber gets jumped on by Inspired, but he ain't too worried about it. Walking around the cask here from the side, nicely stepping
Party cask.
forward to avoid being knocked back by Whippo. No
Olaf got a tower, though, so it's worth.
But critically, that was the flash engage from Vulcan's Alistar that did not get a kill. They cannot hold the tier 2 turret in mid lane either. C9 are struggling.
The biggest thing I will say for Cloud9's side, for Cloud9's hope in this series, you did get very, very critical flashes in that attempt in mid. Now, for the next 5 minutes, Jensen and Masu both do not have flashes. So the small window for Cloud9 has opened up. And look at the timers here. For Baron,
He went, Blabber went Knight's Vow into Anathema's Chains. So he's basically just a champion to help / hurt other champions, guys. He's not even really playing the game. He's not. He's just there to buff and debuff. What happened to Prince? He's fucking awful on WE. I'll tell you that. Skill vampires, dude. They got him. The NA skill vampires got him.
Skip the Shiv, so it's Kraken, Navori, and Terminus, which is incredible DPS, and 3 items done for Jensen too.
So Berserker is 1,100 gold ahead of Masu, but he also has almost exactly 1,100 gold more in inventory. Those power spikes are identical between these two carries right now. It's been a pretty incredible comeback from FlyQuest.
I feel sad because Prince was such a great talent in LCK. I really wish he had continued his career trajectory.
Now done all the way to continue reducing some of that healing and making it so they can continue finding these bursts.
So this is interesting actually here from Berserker. So he went back.
Skill vampires can't touch Jensen in Impact though. I mean, they touched Jensen pretty hard for a while there. He's never really actually recovered his peak from before his split off. He still has a very limited champion pool. But he's a very calm veteran, which helps a lot in these situations.
He'll easily back up if you do get chunked out.
I think it's actually a good swap from him because the last 2 plays where we saw
Yeah, I don't know how Impact does it though. He must have powerful garlic.
magic damage. FlyQuest, since we mentioned that Berserker has 5 kills and that he is going to take over this game, FlyQuest have surgically removed the Zeri in back-to-back plays to retake control of this game.
I don't know if vampires is the right word. Vampires grow stronger. NA never does. No, the skill vampires are when you come to North America, the skill vampires suck the skill out of you. I'm sure the skill vampires are very powerful in North America, but unfortunately it makes the players weak.
Are really showing up in this series, man. We said it at the top of the day when we were watching the teams arrive. Hold on, never mind. We don't even have time for that. Ragnarok forced out as Busio again lands a dredge line. Inspire looking for the angle here. The death charges drop. Jojo into the back. Trying to the day when we were
Probably don't want to hit Bwipo only with that Yone ult.
Ragnarok forced out as Busio again lands a dredge line. Inspire looking for the angle.
But I don't think he meant to hit Blabber.
Ragnarok forced out as Busio again lands a dredge line.
He misclicked, by the way. Busio misclicked. He was trying to flash onto Berserker, but he clicked on Blabber. He literally missed Berserker because Blabber and Berserker were standing on top of each other. Jojo ult him, but he only gets the Gragas. Maokai counter engage, but Jensen and Master are just not hit, so they just free fire onto Blabber. And Vulcan is in the middle of them, still has ult running. Bwipo's around the flank right now. Okay, Inspired. He doesn't have kick. Who did Inspired kick? Where's Inspired? Where is he? Okay, he's right there. Oh, he just kicks the Yone out. All right, fair. It's kind of a clown fiesta of everybody missing their ults. And Jojo has to flash out of a Lee Sin Q. All right, now we can do Baron. Push wave, get Baron. Had to finish the Australian Grand Prix before tuning in. Did Verstappen win? Did he win again? It's going to be interesting when Hamilton goes over to Ferrari next season. No! Pog? Who won? Oh, Max didn't finish. Well, that's probably why he didn't win. His tire caught fire. All right, who won then? Sainz. Carlos Sainz? Okay. Dude, Hamilton going to Ferrari is like some fucking anime betrayal shit.
And they don't waste any time. They immediately send Jensen topside to push out top wave while everybody else goes for their reset.
Have people caught up this? I haven't seen. I know this season just started. Are the cars looking better for people who aren't Red Bull? Because like Red Bull was just shitting on kids with their cars.
About 12,500 total with 2K sitting in his pocket, just waiting to be spent.
The Ferrari car is looking better.
Feeling great in this game. Honestly, got to give props to Busio too, who's just been hitting so many hooks to start off so many of these fights in the favor of FlyQuest. Now Inspired and the rest of Fly pushing down the top side. Jojo immediately has to snap back from his soul unbound, and it looks like this minion wave will be ready to crash into the turret.
I mean, it is crazy that Jensen still has not died, but it's almost crazier. Jojo still hasn't gotten a kill in the entire series. He's not been able to get on the board. Jensen has just been playing flawless.
FlyQuest, they're just gonna muscle their way into the base, take down the tier 3 turret in top. That's now 2 open inhibitors. Top lane and mid lane both vulnerable. Blabber jumping in, looking for Inspired, but there's just not an angle here. Blabber now having to deal with Whippo. He'll be the focus. C9 dog piles in. It's a 5-man play looking for Whippo, but he just flashes back over the wall, follows with body slam. He's safe.
Jensen keeping the Baron buff on these cannons while threatening a flank from the side too.
I can't believe Cloud9 threw this game, guys.
This inhibitor, mid lane inhibitor is also still exposed.
Also, the Olaf pick is bad. I don't know why we R5 Olaf. I guess they thought it was just going to dominate the Gragas in lane because you can just all-in Gragas pre-6, or post-6, rather. Probably pre-6, too. But you didn't actually accomplish anything with it. Whippo's too tanky to kill. I mean, they were all going to die for that. They used literally everything on Whippo. Like, Whippo has 4,000 HP. So they drop literally everything onto Whippo here. Inspire just comes in. Flash kicks Berserker again. What a fucking hero, dude. Inspire's kick this game have been so good. Berserker had both thumbs up, by the way. He also knows Inspired's over that wall and just W'd out and does have Q coming back up. He sees Q coming down. And it was just a... So the thing about it, guys, look, is he actually can't react. So the way that Lee Sin kicks work, right? So I'll talk about this. So the way Lee Sin kick works is, okay, so he sees this. So basically Berserker cannot be here at this point in time. Because if Inspired comes over the wall, which he does, the thing is he is in range. I mean, he gets the shutdown, so he's greeting. But he is in range of kick. And the thing is, kick roots you in place. So you can actually hit R, right? Root the opponent if you're next to them. And then flash, which is what Inspired does. And there's no counterplay to this because Berserker is CC'd. That you have to, therefore, be outside of range when R starts. Right? Otherwise, you just get bopped like this. He also knocks up JoJo in the process. Oh, he's unstoppable. JoJo snaps back, so he actually is not knocked up. But Busio is there. Busio ults him. He actually can't play. He's CC'd the whole time. Masu just giga pops him. Hits him with W. Hits him with Q. Lee's ult is an airborne CC. It is, but okay, so the way it works is when the animation starts, it's a root. So it roots somebody when you hit R, and then your Lee Sin does the animation where the airborne comes after he finishes the R. Can't you QSS cleanse the root and flash? I think you can, Lexi. I think if you QSS cleanse and then you flash, I think you still get hit by the kick, but you'll be like kicked in a different direction. And it'd be very hard to do mechanically. So you can QSS the root, but you still will get hit by the kick, I think. But because if you flash, it will then like maybe kick you the opposite direction. So you can use it to escape, I think. He needed to flash once he... Basically what happened there, guys, is he needs to flash once he sees the Q onto... Once he sees the Q onto Blabber, he also ults 0 people again, Berserker here. Once he sees the Q, he has to flash here. He just has to leave because then he's just in range of Q2 kick. And he actually can't reactively flash Inspired. He can't because he can't see when Q2 is coming in. He can't because of the wall C. So he literally has like maybe like 1 frame to flash this. Like he sees him right here. It's like 5 frames. He has 5 frames to flash it. So he probably sees him right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He gets hit on the 8th frame by the root. It's a good play by Inspired. And it sucks to have to preemptively use Flash like that, but he also missed his ult again. Can't Mao Q away Lee? No, because there's no space. He's next to the wall. Also, Mao would have to know when Lee was coming over the wall, which he doesn't, because you can't see him. Thank you, R. Farley, dude. What an underwhelming series. Holy shit. Yeah, pretty underwhelming. Yeah, Inspired had a good series. Buppo had a very good series.